there. Who do we got in here already? Who do we got in here in the chat already? Must be from the Discord. But we are going live now. That was pretty quick to get someone in here, like the first 1 second. But anyway, on today's live stream, we're going to be talking about the recent talks between Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, and Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States of America, in regards of the Lebanon situation and the Syria situation and everything going around in the Middle East and Iran and everything like that. We're going to be talking about the Iranian deal. A lot of people are criticizing Donald Trump right now. They're saying, oh, Trump just offered Iran $300 billion. He's going to take our taxpayer dollars and give it to Iran. He's going to give Iran $300 billion of our money. Now, you might say and look at that in face value and say, wow, that seems really messed up. He got us into a war, and now he's going to use our taxpayer dollars to fund Iran and give it to them and beg them for peace. That seems like a weak leader. Now, a lot of you might be saying that. But when you really look into this $300 billion, this is evidence that Donald J. Trump is one of the best entrepreneurs and businessmen in the world. You really got to dig into this 300 billion because I know for a fact that our country is going to be thinking about the pluses for anything we do. We don't give money to Israel for nothing. We gave Israel $36 billion in a 3-year period, and they purchased over $200 billion worth of weapons from us. So that made us a lot of money. Now, the United States isn't going to give Iran money for nothing unless you're talking about Barack Obama, who quite literally paid them for peace because he would negotiate with terrorists. But I will give it to Barack Obama. The $8 billion that he gave them was actually their money that he unfroze. But people are now criticizing Trump and saying that he's going to take this $300 billion out of the taxpayers and he's going to take taxpayers' money to appease another country so they open up the strait and we don't go into World War III. That's what the Democrats are thinking. But you would be completely wrong. And by the way, this deal just got declined by the Iranians. And I think it makes perfect sense why the recent deal that Trump offered them would be declined. But most Democrats out there and some people that claim that the Republican cough James would see that $300 billion. They would see the $300 billion that Donald J. Trump is offering in Iran. And if he was in Iran, he would accept that. He would say, you got a deal, Mr. Trump, $300 billion. You got a deal, $300 billion, Mr. Trump. I'll take that. But that's not what they said. They said, no, we read past the headlines. We read the details of the article, and they read all the different, they read all the semantics and whatnot of what's going on in that deal. And they saw that $300 billion deal Iran did, and they said, no, we're not going to take that from you, Mr. Trump. We're not going to take that money. So Iran doesn't want to negotiate a deal. Why do people say he's racist too? Donald J. Trump, is that what we're talking about? I don't think Trump is racist at all. He's dated black women before. Before he was with Melania, he was with a black woman. So he's dated and he's been with black women before. So to me, that's not a racist man. No black man has ever came out behind closed doors and said that Trump called me the N-word, or Trump said this, or Trump said that. So that's completely false. But we're talking about what's going on with Iran now. Trump is trying to offer a brand new business deal. Our friend Kennedy in the chat says, I'm black and everyone says he's racist. I want to get educated before if I decide I like Trump or not. Well, how old are you, my friend? I'm just curious. I think other than Abraham Lincoln, Trump has done more for black people than any other president in the United States. Not to mention, Trump is the one that saved black universities. There used to be HBCU funding, and it was about to expire. The black universities were going to be shit out of luck, and Trump renegotiated that funding, not just for 1 year, not just for 4 years, but he negotiated that black universities get funding forever. Forever and ever and ever. So these HBCUs funded thanks to Donald J. Trump. Now, do I think there's a little bit of racism going on? and HBCUs? Absolutely. But there's a lot of news that we got to talk about that's more important than is Donald J. Trump racist? Because at the end of the day, if you like Donald Trump, you stand behind his policies and what he stands for as a person. You don't have to agree with, all the semantics of him. You don't have to agree. He doesn't have to be a perfect man. Trump can still be an asshole, and I can still support him. You know what I'm saying? He's not a perfect man. No one's perfect. He can still be arrogant. He can still be an asshole, and I can still support him. Someone's asking me Spurs or Knicks. Knicks. Absolutely Knicks. Double tap that like button, though, guys. Double tap that like button. I'm not very clear. Yeah, here, guys. If I'll try to make it as best as I can. Give me a moment, fellas. Maybe that will somehow make it better. I don't know. Maybe. I'm back, fellas. Trump, New Zealand. Oh, Trump has fans all across the world then, even in New Zealand then. Good to know. Good to know. The whole world loves Donald J. Trump. Can we get 25 likes though, guys? Economy is great. Economy is great. I agree with that comment. What does Trump do for Americans that's so great? Well, Trump lowered our taxes. He lowered, if you're making about $50,000 a year, your taxes would be on average lowered by 1,500 to around 3,000 bucks. So that's one example. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. The stock market is going up. If you're 19 years old, you can open yourself an IRA account. No one can ever sue you for this IRA money. This is your retirement money. No one can ever get this IRA money, and you can start building it up for your retirement. And if you invest now, you can get some of the benefits of Donald Trump's economy. Double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. Let's get to 25 likes, everybody. How's the connection? Is the connection good for you guys? Gas is under $4 the last time I filled up. Well, you're only 19, man. You don't have to worry about if you can buy a house or not. At 19, you're not supposed to be able to buy, I mean, if you work since you were 14 or 15, sure, but if you're just getting out in the real world when you're 18 years old and starting your first job or career, of course you're not going to be able to afford a house. Just keep your head down, work hard, study, find something that you're passionate for. Find something you're passionate about and really go after it. Even if your parents want you to do something else, do what you're passionate about. And you'll be successful at it, and then you'll show them, and they'll be like, wow, you know what? We were wrong the entire time. Or when people will say, oh, you're this or that, you're going to do this, you can do whatever you want. But double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. I'm not streaming from Tel Aviv. Is the connection good? So do you think Obama was bad only because you support Trump? No, I think Obama was all bad. Obama did some good things. I think every president's done some good things that I can compliment him on. But as far as the good that Barack Obama did, he did 5.5 million deportations. Some of the higher estimates say 5.5 million deportations, Barack Obama. Let's see what else he did. Barack Obama, he got Osama bin Laden. Barack Obama captured Osama bin Laden. But as far as healthcare, he did a horrible job. He ruined healthcare for the middle class. That's why healthcare costs so much money nowadays. So much money. It used to cost only like $120 before Obamacare. Double tap that like button. Let's get to 25 likes. Listen, I'm sick and tired of Democrats making these jokes calling Donald J. Trump Jesus. I've never seen a Republican joke and say Donald Trump is Jesus. You guys will joke and say Donald Trump is God, Donald Trump is Jesus. And then you will be Democrats 100%. Don't even try to lie about it. If you say other words, I know you're lying because I've talked to probably thousands of Trump supporters, and I've never met one single Trump supporter that thinks Donald Trump is Jesus or God. So I really don't know. I really don't know where you're getting that from. Where Trump supporters think that Trump is God. Nobody thinks that. He's just a man. He's a sinner just like all of us. And he is arrogant. He is arrogant. He's an arrogant bastard, if you want to call him that. But let's get to 25 likes, guys. 25 likes. No, nothing with Tel Aviv. But if you want to talk about the relationship of what's going on between Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald J. Trump, we can. Because I saw Nick Fuente's video on it. Because I know he would have to post some like dumb little video about it that makes no freaking sense. And I don't like that guy. So I had to go check out Nick Fuentes' most recent little video that he posted. And what I saw was him blaming it all on Trump and saying that it's a setup and they're just trying to make Trump look better than he really is. They leaked the story for a reason. He said he tried to act like he knew someone working at Axios. He tried to act like he knows someone at Axios. And he said, well, I know someone that works there. And he didn't directly say it, but he basically said, well, he did say that the Trump administration called Axios and said, hey, Trump is going crazy with Benjamin Netanyahu. He said he's going crazy with Benjamin Netanyahu. He literally told this is Benjamin Netanyahu to Trump, or they were talking back and forth, and Trump told him, I have the exact quote right here. I can't remember it off the top of my head. So before I quote it, let me go ahead and just pull it up to be completely honest with you. But I've heard this quote before. We talked about it earlier on the first couple streams of the day. We're on the third stream of the day, guys. Can y'all not hear me? What's wrong with the sound? Of the day, guys. Can y'all not hear me? What's wrong with the sound? Okay, it does sound a little bit weird. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even know what's wrong with that sound. You're fine? Does it sound like it did today or no? Shout out Israel, man. Shout out Israel. Much love to Israel. Does it sound like it did earlier today or no? All right, you know what? We're gonna try to fix this, guys. Give me 1 second to try to refresh it, okay? Let me know if this sounds any better. Hold on, okay? Happy Veterans Month. Let me know if that sounds. Let me know if that sounds a little bit better, guys. We got no one doing my tech support. If someone wants to be my tech support, that would be lovely. Who the hell wants to be my tech support? Not better, not better. A lot of you guys are saying completely different stuff, so I have no idea. I have no idea. But anyway, we're just gonna roll with it, guys. Perfect sound now. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We had a whole bunch of trolls pouring in. Hey, little blue gecko, how's it now? It's not muted. Y'all can hear me perfectly fine. Y'all just don't like Trump because your butt hurt. Butt hurt. No, none of your tax dollars are going to Donald Trump. And to pay taxes, you would actually have to make money. You would have to make money. Listen, you know what? If you guys are just gonna be asses about it, then you know what? I'm just gonna check for myself. Listen, you know what? If you guys are just gonna be asses about it, then you know what? I'm just gonna check for myself. You can hear me. I guess it sounds okay. It sounds a bit better. I'm gonna try my other microphone tomorrow. If I can find it. Let's see, I have a couple microphones here, but I want to see if I can find my other microphone. I appreciate that, man. Did you see our stream today with the guy that doesn't exist? Did anyone catch that stream? The guy with the black beanie and the piercings on his face? Netanyahu might be alive, sorry. Netanyahu might only live for 5 to 8 more years. He's too old now. Bro, he's in his 60s. Barcelona does need ice. I used to live in Barcelona. Barcelona needs ice. 100%, man. Still Cafoon, but we can hear you. We're just gonna roll with it, guys. We're just gonna roll with it. All super chats to a better freaking microphone. You're from Barcelona, man. That's awesome. I hope you subscribe. You should join my Discord. You should join my Discord, and we can talk. Maybe I visit Barcelona again in the future. What would you do with 97 acres of land? I would develop it. I would develop it. I don't, I'm too poor to develop 97 acres of land, but I could start acre by acre, and over years I can develop all of it. Can y'all hear me or no? Oh, y'all are complaining about the damn audio. What the hell happened with the audio? Did it sound like this earlier? Was there anyone watching? Was there anyone watching earlier? Should I just restart everything and come back in a couple minutes? Or should I go with it? Y'all get to decide. Should we restart or should we just run with it? How does it sound? Mag is still strong. Awesome, man. Euro and Travel YouTube on Instagram. Euro and Travel YouTube on Instagram. Brother, you gotta work on your channel just like everyone else. Just roll with it. The peaking isn't really disruptive. All right, I appreciate it. I'll just roll with it, honestly. We'll stream for about 45 more minutes so we can get an hour stream. I had a lot of good stuff I was talking about anyway. Well, let's get back into the Benjamin Netanyahu stuff. As far as the Benjamin Netanyahu stuff, uh, yeah, I was pulling up the quote of what Trump said to Benjamin Netanyahu. But basically, Nick just went on and said all of this stuff is just Trump setting it up. He's doing exactly what Biden did. All he's trying to act like both of them bow to Israel. None of that stuff is true. But I will have to say I should look into the Lebanon Israel situation. I really don't know too much about it. The only thing that I do know is that there's terrorists. The only thing that I do know is that there's terrorists over there. America first or Israel? America first. But at the same time, we're still going to support our allies. When are you coming to my place to visit my country, my home? What country is that? If it's an interesting enough country and you have a big enough house, I'll go there. I'll go anywhere. Other than don't offer me some sketchy place. Unless we know each other. Democrats did unalive Charlie. Yeah, Democrats unalive Charlie. Let's win another term, Trump. Because why are you proud to do other people in their butts? I'm just curious. Why would you be proud of that? What kind of pride is that? I've been to England and nothing is gonna happen to me. I'm sorry, y'all are soft over there. I'm gonna stand on all 10 about that. Y'all are soft over there. I already know about the mic, y'all. I don't know what's going on with it. Like, really, what the freak happened? Y'all can tell me if I should restart or not, but let me see if I can get some of the moderators to join in. Can any of the moderators join? We might as well just deport all our illegal aliens to there. God bless Donald J. Trump. I agree. Like, what the hell happened? Did the microphone fall in a freaking pit of water? Happy Veterans Month. Well, how is the mic going, little blue gecko? 18 minutes to go before California polls close. That's crazy. That is freaking crazy, man. Who do you think y'all is gonna win? It's for governor and for mayor, right? It's for governor and for mayor. Does it really sound that bad, y'all? Let's see. Let's hear it for ourselves. The only thing that I do know is that we terrorists over there. America first or Israel? America first. But at the same time, oh no, we're rolling with it. Because why are you proud to do other people in their butts? I'm just curious. Why would you be proud? Yeah, we're rolling with it. It's not too bad at all. I'm watching it. It's not too bad at all. Best governor in the USA? Where? What state is that? They throw a hissy fit. Yeah, the Democrats throw a hissy fit. Democrats are going down. The Democrat Party has a 20% approval rating. Y'all are done. Greg Abbott. What about him? Move my mic closer. Lower gas prices though. I listen. Okay, you want me to move it closer? Okay, hold on. Let me just. I don't even think it's connecting to that mic. Can you hear me now better or no? Hello, world. Greg Abbott is not the best governor. I'm sorry. He did a horrible job protecting the border. He did a horrible job protecting the border. About the same levels? Okay, that's great. Absolutely terrible. It doesn't matter if you've lied or stolen before. You can, if you're a Christian, you should know this. Trump unalived woke predator mentality. Yep, yep. Massachusetts is always blue. So what's your point? All of the South is red. Who you think is the best governor? Ron DeSantis. He's the best governor in the last 50 years of any U.S. state. He might be the best governor of all time. You're smart and talented. I'm listening. Others too. I can learn a lot from broadcasting messages. Thank you, Charles Van Morgan. Thank you, Mr. Charles Van Morgan. If anyone out is in Tennessee, go check out his channel. He's running for office over there for governor. But I was not a fan of Rick Scott at all. I think Rick Scott, and by the way, guys, I know there's something wrong with my mic. We're just going to go ahead and roll with it. This is the last stream of the evening. So this is our third stream. This is our last one for the evening. So it's not sounding as good as it normally sounds. I don't know what the issues are. We'll figure that out after the stream. But you can hear me good enough. That's what matters. But as far as best governors ever, we had Ron DeSantis right after we had Rick Scott. Rick Scott was terrible. Rick Scott did a horrible. I don't know about my gain settings because I'm not even connected to this mic. I'm literally just using the phone right now. So I don't know how I would adjust the gain settings on that. Can you do your best Donald Trump impression? No, I'm not really good at Donald Trump impressions. Trump for prison 2028. He's not going to go to prison in 2028, but he still will be president in 2028. But as far as the LA elections, who do you guys think's going to win the mayor? And it's also the state elections, right? For governor, if I'm correct. Can anyone let me know if it's the governor race too? How's the governor race? Is the governor race as well today? Because the voting or the polls are closing in 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Yes, we love Israel. We stand with Israel. Pratt, do you think Pratt's gonna win? Do you want Pratt to win, little blue gecko? JB Pritzker's terrible. That's a troll. It's gonna take a lot for Canada to change. Yes, California is governor. Top two will be picked. Okay, it's the governor too then. Nice. Nice. There is no 2028 inauguration. Trump will be president all year of 2028. There is no 2028 inauguration. These Democrats don't even know the terms of the presidents. How can you expect these incompetent idiots to ever be able to vote the right way when they don't even know when the president campaigns and when his inauguration is? I mean, these people are just idiots. They're dumber than a box of rocks. Trump's inauguration is January 20th, 2029, not 2028. I voted, and yes, governor race today. I also voted one position for me as I hated our school supervisor. Oh, nice. But only people in LA I get to vote for the LA race. So I already know who you voted for governor as well. Bass might be trash, but the alternative is a revenge pornographer. Is he a revenge pornographer? Is he? And let's be real here, Chris Hansen. First off, that was probably for a reality television show. He was in his 20s, and not to mention, how many women have done this to men? Not to mention how many women have done this to men. Thank God, Trump is the only president that made it illegal for women to use revenge porn against men. She is a foreigner who can't speak English running our school system and had no competition, so I can take second place. Lol. So, I agree, it's a crime for a reason, but it was if it's for a reality TV show, it's for a reality TV show. If there's no criminal charges pressed, that might be for a reason. That might be for a reason. I'm just saying. I don't know his story, but I can tell you he changed his life now, and he's a man of God. You're talking about over 20 years ago about something he did on television. I mean, how do you make 25, $30 million doing TV? You create a lot of drama. I would call alpha males assholes because I feel like it's a slur for alphas. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I guess I'm like the MAGA asshole of the internet. Does that mean I'm the MAGA alpha of the internet? I would say yeah. Pratt should win because his wife is a goddess. I agree on that. I'm a simp. Hell nah. If I was ever at a bar and a woman approached me and asked her to buy her some drinks, I would back up and be like, bitch, what the fuck? That's a red flag right there. But y'all would be buying them chicks drinks left and right. Y'all would be buying them chicks drinks left and right. So that's the difference between me and you. We ain't built the same. She'll probably come up to me and buy me a drink, but I'm not a single man. So there's that. Every channel trying to push Democrat Tom's Steer, no wants another Democrat. Stop pushing more. Hell no, California. Yeah, there's not going to be any freaking Californians, Democrats in there. But can we get to 50 likes, boys? We're almost there. 50 likes. Happy Veterans Month, everybody! I don't like anybody that's illegal. Illegal alien immigrants are scum. Kamala is not better. She's a loser. She lost. That's proof she's not better. She lost. That's what all the proof you need. Trump did not release any Israeli biolab in Vegas. What are you talking about? Undocumented immigrants do not pay more taxes than billionaires. Billionaires pay about 90% of all the taxes in the country. Around 90% all the taxes in the country are paid by billionaires. Undocumented immigrants, less than 20% of undocumented immigrants even pay federal income tax. Not to mention the fact that undocumented immigrants are, pieces of crap criminals. Undocumented immigrants only pay $98 billion a year in taxes, and they cost us $451 billion a year in deficit to our taxpayer system. So illegal alien immigrants are actually a net negative by $350 billion a year, and barely any of their scummy asses even pay taxes. So no, illegal alien criminal bastards do not pay more taxes than billionaires. Try again, idiot. You might want to try reading. 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 Who's robbing me? No, the 1% do not account for 22%. No, that's wrong. You're just spamming bullshit. You're just spamming bullshit right now. Let me put it this way. Every single person that makes some real money, over $150,000 a year, everyone that makes over that amount of money are the majority of the taxpayers in this country. What doesn't benefit me? But let's get to 60 likes. Make Persia great again. Like I said, the people that make over $150,000 a year pay virtually all of our taxes in America. If you're poor, your tax amount is so small it doesn't even matter. It's insignificant. The only reason we even make poor people pay taxes is just so it's fair for everybody. But your tax dollars are really insignificant. I hate to tell it to you, even if you're a middle class American, if you're making $40,000, $50,000 a year, your tax dollars are insignificant. You basically pay virtually zero tax except Social Security and Medicaid, and we really don't even need you for that. The only reason you pay into that is just so it's fair for everybody, because the billionaires pay the majority of that. Social Security and Medicaid tax is something that you can never avoid. Never avoid. It's impossible to avoid that. And that's 12.5% right there. So try again. Bezos paid himself $3.4 billion in taxes. Or Bezos paid himself, yeah, $3.4 billion in taxes. Billions he paid in 2024. Billions. Thank you, Blue Gecko. We overthrow the British over 2%. No, when you're talking about tax rates versus actual, what is it called? Effective tax rates. You're not comparing our effective tax rates with their effective tax rates. Because if you compare our tax rates with their effective tax rates, they're paying like twice as much as us. Oh, somebody's upset that I pointed out the facts, brother. Spamming that over and over again is just going to get you muted because that's not true. Anyone can look up on Google What income class pays most of the taxes? You can literally see that. Kamala Harris, are you okay? It says right here, the top 1% pays 45% of all federal income taxes. Yeah, the top 1% pays 45% of all the taxes. And the top 20 highest earners, people that make over $200,000 a year, they pay 70% of all the taxes, if that's what you're counting, according to the same article. People that make $150,000 a year, they pay 14% of all the taxes. If you make $45,000 a year, you account for 2% of all of our taxes. So you basically don't even matter. You basically don't even matter. I have nothing wrong with the 1% holding their wealth. You just have a problem with wealthy people and rich people because you don't like the fact that they worked harder than you and earned more than you. Don't be jealous of what another man has. The Jews give us more money than we give them. I did just look it up. The top 1% pays 45% of all federal income tax. As far as payroll tax, we have all kinds of different taxes, but we'll just talk about federal income tax, I guess. And by the way, the top 1% earns 20. The top 1% earns 26% of all the country's money, but they pay almost 50% of all the federal income taxes. Yeah, people in chat are going to be salty because they don't pay a 90% tax. You guys are the ones that want to stay poor for generations, not me. You are the one giving out these stupid freaking ideas about socialism, not me. The sad part is I have facts and data. The billionaires don't hurt me. All the billionaires do is improve my life. I'm on YouTube right now on a billionaire's platform. I'm using an iPhone, which is a billionaire's smartphone. The light I'm using is from a billionaire's company. So, what do I have to complain about billionaires for? Literally, they're improving my life every second of the day. I mean, what else can I say bad? Those were the different statistics. Those are the different statistics. If you're talking, if you include income tax, payroll tax, corporate tax, exercise taxes, if you include every single tax, then people that earn over $300,000 a year pay 69% of all the taxes. But if you're not including all of that, if you're just including federal income tax, billionaires pay 45% of all federal income taxes. I honestly don't know what an exercise tax is. That's a great question. That is a fucking great question. Well, I guess we can ask and find out, huh? Remember when the orange clown defunded education in front of hundreds of kids? He didn't defund. Yeah, he didn't fund. Here, let me scroll back up. Remember when the orange clown defunded education right in front of hundreds of kids? No, he didn't defund education. He defunded the federal education system, which is failing, which is failing. So, anti-representation tax. Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that. Honestly, I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the night looking for some stuff to make the stream better. I'm trying to find where the hell my other microphone went. It was probably a bit better, but I haven't going around and city to city recently, so I need to find where the hell I put it. It's in one of my bags somewhere. Oh, my hat not being straight bothers you? Okay, let's try this then. Maybe this will make you feel better. Does this make you feel better? Is my hat straight now? Is it straight enough for you? How about now? Is it straight enough for you? Does that give you an easing feeling? Does that give you an easing feeling? Real. She said yes. No such thing as Pride Month. It's Veterans Month. Let's see your tiny hat under there. Well, my tiny hat actually isn't under there. My tiny hat is right here. So there you go. You wanted to see my tiny hat? Well, here it is. There you go. You wanted to see the tiny hat. But it wasn't underneath my hat. Someone says makes perfect sense. Yeah, sure. You can call it a Jew cap if you want. I've been fighting facts with facts. I don't care if you're for Gams internet. Is it bad again? Uh, is it bad again? You know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. So wait until tomorrow morning stream. I promise you, it might be better. There's a good chance because I have an idea on how I'm going to fix my network and fix my microphone. So come back tomorrow's stream and find out if Gams fixes his freaking network and his microphone. Come back tomorrow, I guess, and find out, right? I'm waiting. You're right, guys. My APAC check didn't come yet. I'm supposed to get my APAC check every first of the month, and it's already the second. And I messaged Benjamin Netanyahu, and he didn't even respond back. So where is my $7,000 check, APAC? Where is my $7,000 check? This isn't even Logitech. This is not even Logitech. And what the hell is a billionaire's microphone? Democrats unalived Charlie. We have more jobs right now than we've ever had in history. You've been watching for months and you're saying I give you short bus vibes? If I give you short bus vibes and you've been watching me for months, wouldn't that mean you're dumbass like short bus content? Does that mean you enjoy watching short bus content? To enjoy short bus content, you must be special needs. So I've just diagnosed you with autism, I guess. Not even autism, you're actually full blown retarded. You're not intelligent enough to have autism. You're full blown retarded. But this is not medical advice, it's just my personal opinion. Where do you like to travel? Anywhere. In America, outside of America? Any of the shithole countries? Fuck no. I don't go to Muslim countries really. That's my thing. I don't really go to Muslim countries. Now, there's a couple Muslim countries that I have on my list that are not so bad that one day I would like to go to. Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Turkey, and yeah, I would just like ride a fucking. I would just be like a masculine ass experience riding a horse through the mountain shirtless. You know, I think Uzbekistan is rated like highest testosterone country in the world. All they freaking eat horses meat. Tunisia? No, thank you. Isn't Tunisia in freaking Morocco? No, thank you. Next. Morocco, I have not heard good things about it. And not a big fan of the Moroccan people. Not saying that they're all bad. There's plenty of good Moroccans. I have a couple Moroccan friends, but not really somewhere I see myself going to. I don't really like Africa. The only place I would go in Africa is Egypt. Did an Israeli attempt an assassination on JD? Because I think I heard this yesterday and it was bullshit. Okay, my bad. Tunisia is next to Morocco. My apologies. My apologies. I really don't think too much about they're right next to each other, but they're technically, separated. They're each their own country. So fair enough. Iraq, I would actually go to Iraq, but with everything going on, probably not. I just want to see if it's a shithole or not. And I'm pretty sure one of these veterans in these comment sections can confirm that they don't like it. But I have nothing against you. Maybe I'm just hearing bullshit American rumors. When was it society's place to accuse to less than 3%? My microphone ain't on. Oh, Trump coin is awesome. Yo, I found this random, but yes sir to what? Is this guy serious? Absolutely. Trump has deported more than anyone in history in 12 months. I don't like sand to no beach. I can't have anything with sand to no beach. That's why I've never gone to Egypt because I can't stand, a lot of times there's sand with no beach. And I don't really like sand to begin with, at least not when sand blows in the wind. I already told you guys, there's a couple, those are the Muslim countries I would go to. They're pretty much harmless. Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and yeah, those countries are pretty much harmless, like in Turkey. I'm not saying that those countries are not great. I'm sure there's nice people in there. I've been to over 20 countries, and I've been to plenty of countries with my MAGA hat on. One time I was driving between Montenegro and Albania, and this was last summer, and I told him I said, hey, I gave him my passport, yada yada yada, and he said, man, I love your hat. Can I have your hat? And I thought, like, I was looking at this guy like, what the fuck? This guy's border security. But I didn't give it to him. I'm like, nah, this is my only one because I had only one at the time. But I got a couple of these. If y'all were ever curious, yes, I have more than one of these hats. That you're all gonna say, oh my god. Israel looks like a beautiful country. I would visit Israel. Thank you, man. I hope you like, subscribe, share. Albania was showing respect to another fraud. What are you trying to say about Albania? Are you trying to say that Albania is fraud? They're a conservative nation, obviously. They obviously have some kind of what the hell is the samurai hat? Someone's calling Mr. dirty racist in chat. I'll have to disagree with you. I don't think Trump is a great dude, but I think he's doing the right thing, like he promised. He said Trump's a great dude, but he's not doing the right thing. I say Trump's an asshole, but he's doing the right thing that he promised. Explain why Newports are still over $11. Then I don't give a fuck about your Newports, asshole. You sound like a welfare baby. Only welfare babies fucking smoke Newports. I'm sorry. Only welfare babies smoke Newports. Only people that have been in prison or people that are welfare babies smoke Newports. Or fucking Lucky Strikes. Those are Newports are for, a certain group of people, and the other one is for another group of people. Use your imagination. I have to pay taxes just to sit here and fucking talk to you, Michael, so stop fucking crying. I'm paying taxes as we speak, motherfucker. The cost of cigs has nothing to do with the economy, yeah, bro. Unless we're in prison, I don't think a pack of cigarettes reflect the economy, okay? Unless we're in prison, the last time I checked, a pack of Newports does not reflect the economy. Wasn't there an argument to put forth by deadbeats to allow Newports to be bought with EBT about a decade ago? Of course, of course, of course. The lazy motherfuckers would love if they could buy a pack of Newports with EBT. They would love it. They would love it if they could buy their little Newports with their EBT. Now look at you. You're in 2026. Can't buy a damn 2 liter of Coca-Cola with your EBT. Now you know what it feels like to go and have to pay for it with real fucking money, not the government's money. So now on the first of the month, we don't have to wait in line because your broke asses have 100 fucking cans of soda. It even helps free up the line. It works in so many different ways. It's also helping you drop down from 600 pounds, maybe to about probably not any less than 605 pounds because you're still eating junk food. You're still eating junk food because you're on EBT. That's all you can get. But can we get to 85 likes, chat? 85 likes. Sleepy Muhammad, don't you know if your name is Muhammad, who you're named after? Your daddy named you after a kid diddler that got taken in the desert by like 20 different black dudes. How the fuck can you be proud of that name? Muslims are so proud of that name, Muhammad. They name every fucking brown person in the country fucking Muhammad. And you're all named after a kid diddler. Don't you know what the Hadith in the Quran says? Muhammad got taken by 20 African men in the desert, and their African seamen gave him special powers. Don't you know the story of Muhammad? Don't you know about the story of Muhammad? Come on. No one cares about Muhammad. Which island holds the most PDF files? Probably the one with the most radical Islamists on there. Probably the one with the most radical Islamists. All right, Blue Gecko. I see you trying hard over there. I'll make you a moderator, Gecko. But you better not let me down. There you go, Gecko. No one has defended any predator. If you're calling Donald J. Trump a PDF file in the big 2026 and you don't have a lick of evidence, You, sir, are just a retard. That shows you that you can. That shows me that you can state opinions, opinions, opinions with absolutely zero evidence and think it's 100% true. I mean, what can I tell you? Trump is in the Epstein files for snitching on Epstein and putting him in prison. The FBI said the only reason that Epstein went to prison was because of this man. You should be praising Trump. He is the number one kid diddler catcher in the world. He was Chris Hansen before Chris Hansen was Chris Hansen. He was Chris Hansen before Chris Hansen was Chris Hansen. Trump was an informant. Trump was an informant. The FBI is trusted sometimes, but no one is trusted 100%. Depends on what the circumstances. It's all in the Epstein files. Y'all scream Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. Talk about the Epstein files. When I finally talk about the Epstein files, you ask me, what am I talking about? Have you not read them? I bet all the Democrats in here, most of y'all have not even read one single sentence out of the Epstein files. I fucking guarantee it. You read a CNN article about the Epstein files, or you're just repeating other shit that you heard from somebody else. Pride Month is canceled. This is Veterans Month now. Show some respect to your veterans. This is no, don't send me no bullshit. Pride flag, get that shit off my screen, boy. Get that shit off the screen. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get that shit off the screen. This is fucking Veterans Month. You are disrespecting Dirty Money. You are disrespecting Time on My Side. You are disrespecting all the other veterans in the chat. This is Veterans Month #1. We have Veterans Month #2 in November. So be ready. This is chaos? How is this chaos? We're just here talking with y'all. Don't send me no gay shit. Get that gay shit out of here. Get that gay shit out of here. Get that gay shit out of here. Yeah. Don't put no LGBTQ stuff with no gifts. Don't put no rainbow on my screen. I'm going to turn gifts off. If another person does that, I might turn off gifts. How can I turn off gifts? Does anybody know? All right. That one can go to Trump. I appreciate that gift. That was a real legitimate gift. That wasn't any LGBTQ stuff. No, it's Veterans Month. It is Veterans Month, y'all. I need a couple of the moderators to keep your eye on Blue Gecko. Make sure that, unless they're spamming like a whole fucking bunch where we can't take it. It is Veterans Month. I want everyone to spam it in the chats. Drop super chats saying it's Veterans Month. It's Veterans Month. It's Veterans Month. It is Veterans Month. Pride Month is canceled. Did you not hear it on the news yesterday? Pride Month has been canceled. Do you not watch the news? Do you not watch the news that Pride Month is canceled? There's nothing to be proud about dick on dick action. There's nothing to be proud about putting it in another man's rear end. It's Military Appreciation Month. It's Military Appreciation Month. It is Military Appreciation Month. It's not nothing to be proud about. Pride Month canceled. Veterans Appreciation Month, Veterans Month, whatever you want to call it, we're going to roll with these names. Well, if the Pride also appreciates military, then the Pride should step aside and give their months to someone that actually fought for the country, for their freedom to be a homosexual anyway. Anyway, hands down. And every day is Pride Day with these gayfers. With these gayfers, every day is Pride Day. Let's not even lie here. Well, if the blacks don't like February because it's the shortest month, then we'll take it back. We'll take February. Mason, I don't know you. I'm not making random people mods. Can we get to 100 likes? 100 likes? Stop spamming, make me a mod. I don't know you. If you drop me $100 super chat, I'll think about making you a mod. I'll make you a mod as long as you don't break the fucking rules. If you break the rules once, I'll unmod you. No, Pride Month. It is Veterans Month. If you come every stream for the next 10 streams, sure, I'll make you a mod. Yeah, if you come every stream for the next 10 streams. No, it can't be both. A lot of the times it can't be both. You can't be a Christian and be a Democrat. Because everything you're doing is demonic. Unaliving babies, demonic. Abortion is demonic. Abortion is murder. I don't give a fuck if a veteran calls me disgraceful. We got all the moderators. Two of the three or four moderators are veterans. I don't give a fuck about you saying a veteran called me disgraceful. That's before gays. And if you're a veteran and you disagree with that, then I guess you don't really stand for your fellow vets, and I guess you don't stand for your country. It's veterans before gays. That's why this is Military Appreciation Month. Empathy for retards who chop off their body parts, but not for our unborn children. Fucking disgusting. Pride Month has been canceled. Y'all can cry about it if you want, but instead of crying about it, we can just go ahead and debate. Tell me why you think that freaking transsexuals should be able to walk up into a woman's restroom just because they cut their wiener. No! No! How did I survive what? How the hell are you gonna let a Democrat bully you? You must be a Democrat if you let a Democrat talk to you like that. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. Why should we get vasectomies? Y'all are the ones that are hoeing y'allselves out. If you don't want to get pregnant, then stop offering yourself up to so many men. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Go ahead and join that Discord. Join that Discord if you want to debate. Let's get to 120 likes, guys. Let's get those likes way up. Happy Veterans Month. Veterans Month. That's what I'm talking about, people. Now, the hell is one of the lowest rated Democrats winning the governor's race right now. This is better change, or we know for a fact this is rigged. What the hell? How is a Democrat winning in California? Pride Month is not objectively better. Better than what? You like to do other men in the anus? No Pride Month. Yes, it's rigged. Someone literally posted a video today on TikTok saying the only thing California is requiring for you to vote is your name and address. You don't even have to show a freaking ID card. You can just give them anyone's name and anyone's address. And if they're registered to vote, you can vote as them. So yes, I can see fraud happening already. I can see fraud literally happening already before my eyes. I'm calling it now. There is going to be many accusations of fraud in the California elections, especially since shithole countries like France can do elections in one single day. But the state of California says it's going to take them weeks to get the results. Weeks for the fucking election results? Weeks? Weeks, really? Weeks. Weeks. When our presidential election didn't take weeks. Sure, we can be friends. Our presidential election didn't take weeks. Why is the California election set to take weeks? They said a 1 week minimum, but probably weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. What's up, Ryan McBride? How you doing? You're not the lawyer McBride, are you? None of us are homophobic. We don't care if you're gay. It's okay. The Bible says otherwise, but I don't care on a personal level. I'm gonna love thy neighbor. The gas prices are pretty good, pretty damn good. Under $4 the last time to fill up over on my end. The last time I filled up, it was under $4, so that's good. But I think they went back up a little bit. Under $4 when the gas prices were over $5 under Biden? Yes, we can be friends. Join the Discord. Pretty good. You got the joke. They're pretty good. Gas prices are pretty good. Someone says they saw 350 a gallon. Everything showed Bianco and Hilton way above them. Tom, I don't even know how to say his last name, was the next as a Democrat. How is this Xavier guy leading that no one heard of? I don't know. Let me pull it up myself and see if I can check out. Nothing is happening. The supposed phone call is fake. What are you talking about? The one with Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu? Or what are you talking about? Let's see. Who's winning Cali elections right now? Let's take a look. You guys are probably on Fox News or something like that. I'm just looking at what they'll tell me on AI. Oh, it does say Xavier's winning. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's only going to be between Hilton or Tom, or Hilton has to beat Tom. Karen Bass, you're really putting freaking Spencer Pratt at the bottom. The Naida Raymond lady literally came on television and said that she thinks that we need to ride more bicycles, and that's how she's gonna help the city. Like, what the fuck does that mean? She's California election system is rigged. Democrats rigging these California elections, rigging this shit. I can't take it any longer. I can't fucking take it anymore. I can't take these rigged, stolen elections. I can't take these rigged, stolen elections. Not if any Democrat makes it, they will win in general. It could be even Katie. We are so fucked here. Damn it! Oh, god damn! Fucked. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I hope that doesn't happen to us, man. If that happens to Florida, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, that would be bad. Cry some more. At the end of the day, I don't really gotta cry. I don't live in California, but it would be nice to visit LA. If Spencer Pratt wins, I'll visit LA. If Spencer Pratt wins, right hand to God, I'll visit LA. I'll visit all of California, especially if you guys get a Republican governor. But if none of that happens, the answer is probably gonna be no for the time being. It's rigged when you logically think about it. When you live in the real world, it's rigged. Because they don't have voter ID. They don't even have a way to see if you're a citizen. All you got to do is give them an address and a name, and if you're registered to vote, you can vote. California's done in, I guess. I agree, California is a shithole. No, the real world is not tired of conservatives. The real world was built by conservatives. You fucking ignorant ignorant, fuck, never mind. Anyway, look at what leftist ideology has done. It's killed over 100 million people via communism. That's part of your leftist ideology, isn't it? I see a lot of leftists that are socialist, communists. The Democrat Party is at 20% approval, man. I don't think you want to talk about. I don't think you want to talk about that. I don't know anything about Adam Schiff. I don't know what's going on with him. Let's see. What did I miss? What happened with Adam Schiff? Adam Schiff was one of the main guys that tried to get Trump impeached the first time. So I don't know what happened with Adam Schiff, but if he's getting exposed, that's great. That's hilarious. Do y'all got any real comments or questions? Holy crap. Trump was impeached. It just wasn't successful. Y'all failed at that because all Democrats ever do is fail. Happy Veterans Month, Pac Man. Happy Veterans Month. Let's get those subs way up, guys. Subscribe. Gift some memberships. Show some love to the channel. If anyone wants to call in, we can do that for a $50 super chat. But I will say there's a lot of news going on that we can cover. I guess there's some kind of story with Adam Schiff. I'm not 100% sure on that. This guy is really an idiot. He said disgrace to our freedom and our vets. That's what kind of leftist propaganda these friggers make. I did look it up. There is no way California is in. Hold on. Y'all deleting comments and making me scroll through this crap. What are you even deleting? Let them comment, Blue Gecko. Oh, he was spamming. There is no way this is legit in California, and legally I cannot even sue. Have it looked at because of Newsom, who just changed the law, so no one but them can look at the election. That's crazy. That's crazy. So no one but California can look at California's election. That's definitely a bit, crazy. California Republic? Yeah, sure. Seems like Commie California or Cuba Cali. Freaking Newsom is not a Chad, and he's definitely not an alpha. Gavin Newsom admitted that they had a way to cheat. Now here we go. Jesus. Admit that you're a transgendering minor because you're a Democrat. Can you admit that? Excuse me. Excuse me again. Trump, Trump, Trump. Thank you guys. Thank you. My allergies are really bad at this time of the year and specifically. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Trump? Yeah, Trump. What is it about Trump that appeals you everything? What doesn't appeal to me about voting for Trump? Thank you, Blue Gecko. I'm not allergic to Jews. I love Jews. Someone in the comments section said that crap. But I love Jews. A narcissist king clown? Well, to be at a certain level of success, I believe it's necessary to be a narcissist. I don't know who you're talking to, but I'll have to agree. All those countries out there talking shit to America, your tiny countries will fail long before America. Holy crap. Look at these delusional ass Democrats in the comments section. Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Hilton took the lead, but it won't matter if any Democrat makes it. We are over. If a Republican wins in California, we definitely got to go to California. I can't wait till they find you. I can't wait until they find me too. They're not finding me. I'm finding them. I really can't wait. I can't wait till they find me because I got something for their ass. I don't see your question, man. I don't see your question. What's your question? I hope Spencer Pratt wins too. They're close. Who's close? In the election? A Republican winning in California? Hell will freeze over first. Knock, knock. Who's there? Who's going to pay the debt? Your grandkids, your great grandkids will pay our debt. I hope they're close because I'm ready for them. I want the Democrats to come. Democrats polling at 20%, which is less than your guys' supposal uh, Trump approval rating. The Democrats are the ones living in fear. I agree. They know they did wrong. Hilton lead at 25%. Hell yeah. So when does the election end, or what time does it stop for the vote counting? I guess we don't know. They said it could go for weeks, right? So oh fucking well, I guess. Why don't Democrats say God bless America? Because they hate America and they love the devil and they're atheists as well. Some of them. Gas is not $5. It's under $4 here. And gas is way cheaper than it was under Joe Biden on average. That's a fact. But we'll go for another 10 minutes or so. Unless y'all got any good questions, comments, then we might go over the 10 minutes, the 10-minute mark. Trump doesn't have to run for a third term. He's already going to be president in 2028. The strategic reserves are not going to be gone in a week. Let's take a look. How much gas does America have? We never really even got into all the information because we had a lot of shit that we wanted to talk about, but we ended up just turning this into a rant. We wanted to talk about Trump's deal to Iran. We wanted to talk about this or that. You know what? We're going to come back tomorrow and we're really going to break down the Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, and the Donald Trump Iran thing because a lot of y'all still don't understand that $300 billion was a genius move. I'll basically short it down for you. Trump was offering Iran basically $300 billion, and that money was going to come from some of Trump's friends and family investing money into Iran to build it like into a resort, into a great nation, and they're going to make lots of different businesses there, amusement parks, all kinds of stuff. That was part of the deal with Iran, and we were going to profit off of it. We also were going to rebuild oil refineries and oil stuff and other oil projects, and we were going to make a lot of money for Iran, and we were going to make a lot of money for America. And that $300 billion was going to be our starting capital for Americans to start our businesses in Iran, so we can make Iran like Trump, Iranian Largo. Instead of Mar-a-Lago, it's going to be Iranian Largo. So that 300 billion, if you actually look at that $300 billion that Trump was offering Iran, that shit was not from the taxpayers. About $12 billion that Trump has frozen from Iran, he would use that money as alongside American investors and private investors, not even taxpayers' dollars, and he would literally use that money to give Iran $300 billion, and he wouldn't be giving it to them because this money would have to be directly this money would have to act as an investment. So we can sell more of Iran's oil. We can profit off of selling Iran's oil. We can build oil refineries. We can build colleges. One of the institutions is Trump's son-in-law. One of the institutions that would be involved in building the new Iran would be people like, let's see here. Let's go back up here. Let's take a look at. You guys asked a lot of questions, so here the investors would be the wealthy Gulf Arab states. It would be by the UAE and Saudi Arabia. They would fund billions and billions of dollars of this fund. Um, we would also do private, international, and USA investors. So we would have people in our country investing into it, um, like Stephen Wilkoff and Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. They would be investing in it. So no more money would be printed. This money would all come from private investors, and we would invest into Iran together to make Iran a better country. But you know what? We should make an entire video about this, honestly, right? We should make a whole video about this. I'm reading notes from the actual deal itself. But let's get to 125 likes. 125 likes. If y'all have any questions, comments, want to show some love, drop some super chats, some memberships. Let's get those likes up, boys. And most of all, subscribe. No one's paying for the ballroom. $1 billion was requested for the security of the White House that also happens to protect the ballroom. There's also going to be a bunker that's going to be built under the ballroom that's needed for all presidents and all people in the White House. So no, the $1 billion is not for the ballroom. Stop asking me about fucking furries. If you want to debate me about furries, you can join my Discord. I don't give a damn about your weird furry shit. What's your question? I'm looking. You just missed your opportunity. Benjamin Netanyahu? Y'all, I'm going to drop you the Discord link because I'm about to hop out of here in 4 minutes. But like I said, hopefully tomorrow we can come back with a way better mic sounding microphone, and hopefully tomorrow we can come back with a way better. What's up, Trayvon? Long time no see. We got about 4 minutes left on here, man. Hopefully tomorrow a better sounding microphone, and maybe we'll even change the flag up. But y'all really seem to like the flag. We only got about four other Trump flags that we've never used before. Well, they're not flags, they're banners. But let's get to 120 plus likes. Oh yeah, I was gonna send the Discord link if you guys want to debate. MAGA owns this MFer. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Long time no see. If you're talking about the slush fund, the 1.8 billion dollars slush fund, that was yesterday. Wasn't that yesterday? I think that was yesterday. So y'all are late on the news. MAGA is not for 30 plus. I'm under 30. I'm Gen Z. So MAGA's for Gen Z too, brother. Gen Z is just too sad and depressed because they won't get off their ass and do anything for themselves. That's the honest truth. I appreciate that backhanded comment, Anthony. But subscribe. Let's check the sub count, guys. Let's check the sub count. How many of y'all are subscribing? All right. We're getting up there to 35,000. We're getting up there to 35,000. Maybe in the next week or so we can get to 35,000. Peace out, Trayvon. Peace out. We got 2 minutes left on the clock if y'all got any final questions or comments. Y'all trying to guess my age? Is that what's going on right now? Y'all want to guess my age? We can play that game. Do I support higher education for all? No. No. Higher education most of the time isn't higher education. And most people waste their parents' college money on basket weaving degrees and liberal arts degrees. So no. The answer is no. But subscribe, like, comment, share. We got about 30 more seconds on the clock and we're gonna hop out of here. But come back tomorrow because we're gonna clarify all those points that we didn't get to clarify. We got 20 more seconds actually. Are you trans? Hell no. Double tap that like button. We got a lot of angry Democrats in here and it's funny. I love y'all though. Have a good night. I promise I'm not the asshole you think. I might stream again. There's a small well, I am the asshole you think, but just not in the way you think. Anyway, I might stream again, but probably not. But peace out, everybody.